Greetings once again, and welcome to Kenzium Solutions presentation on Doccept, our document management system. This is video number 4 in our series, and in this presentation we'll do a little demonstration of the template function and also discuss the importance of using templates when you're creating your documents in Doccept. We'll go ahead and go to our home page here. I've already logged into the system, so we'll go to our home page that you're going to land on anytime you log into Doccept. We'll go ahead and head up top here to the Explorer function. Again, under the Explorer function, what you're going to see is the roots and the tree structure on the left-hand side, and you're also going to see the contents on the right-hand side. Scroll down a little bit further here, you'll see that the folders selection is highlighted here. There's the categories, and then here's the templates. We'll go ahead and click on that. Now this is a repository that we created to house blank templates. Now you can do this however you want to. This is totally configurable per your business. We don't have pre-created ones already put in here because they're going to differ from business to business. But this is where you're going to keep your blank templates for creating documents. This is something that we strongly encourage due to a number of factors. First being that anytime you try to recreate a document off of an old document, invariably what's going to happen is that old information, either knowingly or unknowingly, can be left on there, whether it's critical or private information such as comments, different marketing materials and things like that on there. Also dollar figures, dates, people who created it, and all kinds of other things can happen with these documents if they're not created from a blank template. So we'll go ahead and look at one of the ones here. We'll click on the accounts. Now you'll see here just some blank templates that we created just for demonstration purposes. We'll look at the cash report one that's highlighted right here. Again, you'll see file type, what type it is. This one's an Excel sheet, cash report, created by the administrator. It's the third version of it. There's the date and time stamp and also the size. Now you can edit these just like you do your other documents, but something to keep in mind is that normally the templates should be locked out except for the administrator, so not anybody can just go ahead and change templates. Otherwise that kind of defeats the purpose of having templates in the first place. So just something to keep in mind. We'll go ahead and go over here to action, and I'll kind of walk you through the steps of how to start off with a template and create a new document and put it back in the system. We'll go ahead and click on action. Now we're going to download this template. Now what Doccept is doing right now is it's getting ready to put that in its native environment. And what I mean by that is, since it's an Excel sheet, it downloaded that blank report here. We'll go ahead and click on that and it'll open it up in Excel. Now you'll see that this is just a blank report, which is exactly what you want to start with anytime you're creating a new document for any type of system. So we'll go ahead and plug in a couple values here. The report date, we'll just use August 20th of 2014. The cashier, we'll just name him Steve. We'll go up here to number 1, receipt number 1, payment method. We created a drop-down box in this particular one. We'll say cash, and maybe it's for some bearings. And the amount of, we'll just say $1,000. Just plugged in some generic information. Now what you want to do with this is, since you've created these new values for this particular report, we're going to go ahead and save it. Now I'll go over to File, Save As. Now I generally like to save these on my desktop because that's a good place to get back to it relatively quickly. And of course you want to rename it. So we'll say in this case CSG1. And that happens to be a file that I want to name that. We'll go ahead and save that and overwrite it. And then we'll go ahead and close out of that. So that should mean, if we did that properly, that there's a new file created with the title CSG1 on my desktop. So how do we go about importing that back into the system? We'll go back over here. Remember, we're still in the template function. We'll go back over here to the folder, which is just the generic tree icons here. We'll go to the sample folder. This is where I created a folder that says CSG, and you can see it right here. Again, the folder called sample is highlighted. You'll see on the left side there's 4 folders underneath it. The corresponding page on the right, you'll see there's 4 folders as well. We'll click on CSG. That makes that the active folder. you'll see there's nothing in it. There's no other folders underneath that, and there's no documents in it. Now, by right-clicking on that particular one, it gives you a set of options. We want to go ahead and choose Add Document. By adding this document, it brings up this box here. You just do your typical browse function onto your desktop, which is where we put our folder or our file. CSG1, double-click on that, and upload it into the system. File uploaded successfully. We'll go ahead and close that out. Now, you'll see here that there's nothing here. That's because this tab that says Folders is highlighted, but you'll see Documents used to say Document 0, now it says 1. Click on that. There's the CSG one. So that's our newly created document from a template, which is exactly how you want to go about this when you're creating documents. Again, it's a clean and easy way to keep simple mistakes, misinformation, wrong prices, and things like that from going out of your organization. It also puts in place a stopgap measure for possible mistakes. So it's just a really good way and a good practice to have in using templates to create new documents. We'll go ahead and go back here to the home page. And once again, I think you'll see the value of using templates in any document system. It's real easy. You can load up and configure them however you want as per your best business practices. Once again, I'd like to thank you from Kensium Solutions and myself for taking the time with us today and joining us. Look forward to having you again in the future as we delve a little bit further into Kensium Solutions document management system, Doccept. Thanks again, and look forward to seeing you next time.